I had to ditch Chris. He's in a bad mood. All right, go ahead. What? Oh my God, he's so grumpy today. Goodbye. I see him. He found me. Being all creepy. All right, I just want to make this quick, even though I don't know why I feel like this is really awkward and hard to say. But big news. Chris and I finished our contracts here in Korea. Yay! Except Chris isn't finished. Okay, so our contracts ended on Friday, August 31st. Today's Sunday. And I was training my replacement teacher last week, so she's taking over my classes and I'm done and everything. But Chris's replacement principal is coming on Monday. So we're gonna stay like a couple weeks longer so Chris can train him, and yeah, so he's staying past contract. Such a good person. But anyways, big news because yeah, that means we're leaving Korea. We're probably gonna leave like middle of September, and we have big exciting adventures ahead. So we're gonna do about like a 5-month backpacking trip around Asia, Southeast Asia. Go to some places we haven't been and go back to some places we've been to before. And then we're gonna go back to America to see some friends and family we haven't seen in a long time. By then it'll be like almost 5 years that we've been gone, so kind of crazy. But yeah, so we're really excited. Other than right now, it's kind of like rough times because you know, like I'm not working and Chris still is, and hey, that guy has the same outfit as you, just reversed. That's so funny.
You walk next to it. You're ready to get a side-by-side
Okay. I love it. And then I want to do like, of course I'll videotape our journey. I'll do some videos about leaving Korea and things we had to do to leave here. It was much different than Taiwan. And do vlogs of our backpacking trip, and I want to do some videos like talking about our experience working for Hess, because we've been with the same company for 4 years now, and why we decided to leave and everything. But right now I'm not ready. I just wanted to do a quick update and let you know about this big change coming. And yeah, do you have anything you want to say, Chris?
We haven't talked about this. It's off the cuff. So I'm wondering if you're airing out dirty laundry.
No, not yet.
How great your experiences have been.
No, neither. I'm just kind of like updating on where we're at, and then we'll do videos later about...
I have a lot of videos that I will feel comfortable making after I am done with the company.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, just truth.
Yeah. It's Sunday morning. It's like 9:15, 9 o'clock? 9:30. And I feel like this is probably one of the last days of summer. It's starting to turn to fall. Like some of the trees, like the leaves are changing colors. The weather is starting to change.
Cool in the mornings and at night.
Yeah. So, even though like we have an apartment, we need to clean and get ready. But yeah, we're outside. We're gonna go enjoy this, and that's it. All right, bye. Good morning. So it's actually the next day. It's Monday, and I have a lot of stuff going on today, so I'll take you along with. It's like about 9:30, a little bit before. So first I have to go to the bank. Chris and I want to like try to like take out the currency that we need for like the different places we're gonna go to while we're backpacking, just to try to make it as easy as possible. So I'm gonna go to the bank this morning, and I don't know, I just like, I feel so much anxiety about it. I'm not good at bank stuff. I know that like the people at the bank speak English and they're like there to help and everything, but like, I don't know, money things just like stress me out. I don't deal with this well. So yeah, but Chris is working, and the banks are only open here on the weekdays during like business hours. So, you know, I'm gonna be like the helper and take care of things, but yeah, I don't really like this stuff. And there's a grocery store next to the bank called Home Plus, because on our side of town we have E-Mart, but over there is Home Plus. So I'm gonna check out that while I'm over there, see if there's some things I wanna buy. And then the new principal who's coming to take over Chris's position is actually coming tonight. He'll be here maybe like 6 or 7, and he's moving into our apartment. So we're moving into a temporary place, but that means that like we have to get all of our stuff out of here and have this place cleaned and ready for him. Had a horrible bank experience. I'll have to tell you about that when I get back. So I'm at Home Plus now, just doing some shopping. I got these banana chips. They look fun, and a sparkling water. I'm gonna go look at the animals for fun. Hello. This is the tired face of someone who just spent the last 3 hours moving stuff from the 6th floor from our old apartment down to the 3rd floor in the apartment that we're gonna stay in for the next 2 weeks. In case you were wondering if moving stuff, like moving apartments from 6th floor to 3rd floor, just 3 floors down, is less work than any other move. No, it's not. Oh my God. We totally underestimated how much work that was, which is a good thing that actually that I'm not working right now, because I don't know how Chris and I would have taken care of this. Like, it's a lot of work. All right. So I wanted to talk about a couple things. First of all, I did want to tell you about my bank experience. That was not ideal. I've had some time to like cool down from it and not like be so emotional about it, but it's just, the thing is that like I don't really like going to the bank anyways. Like I told you, like it kind of like gives me anxiety. I don't know why, just money stuff, I just don't like it. Like I don't like being responsible for mine and Chris's money, so so I don't like doing that stuff. But so I went to the bank, and we bank at Shinhan, which is like a pretty big bank in Korea. It's not like some small whatever mom and pop bank. Like it's huge international bank. We've wire transferred money home to America. Like we've done currency exchanges there. Like they do all these kinds of services. So like it's not, I would just expect it to have gone better. So I've been there probably 4 or 5 times, I can't remember exactly how many, to do these various banking things. And they always have someone who works there who speaks English, because it's a bank. I mean, I'm not like insensitive to the idea that like I'm a foreigner in a country where English is not the first language, so I don't expect people to speak English. Like it's on me to learn some Korean and function, and I didn't. I don't know any Korean. So I'm not like, I don't expect people to speak English, and I'm not rude about it. But at a bank, like, come on, it's a bank. Like, I go into the bank. They had 3 tellers working there this morning, and a woman and 2 men, and I got my card, and the person whose number I came up with was the woman. So I walk up and I tell her. She starts speaking to me in Korean, and I replied in English, obviously, because I don't understand her. So it should have seemed obvious at that point that like I don't speak Korean to her, right? So she notices, she goes and finds someone else. She goes to another teller and asks them, and they kind of said something back to her, and she just huffed and puffed and sat down. I could tell by her demeanor that she didn't want to deal with me. Like she wouldn't make eye contact. She wouldn't speak a word of English. Like I feel like she wasn't rude, but she was just hoping that I would give up and go away. Like kind of be like, oh, this isn't fun, and just leave or something. So I tell her I want a currency exchange, and she understands that lingo. So, oh, okay. So I give her the list of the currencies I want. She says, oh no, we don't have these currencies. We don't carry them. I kind of didn't expect them to. Like, it's not US dollars and Japanese yen and Chinese yuan, you know, like I wanted some odd currencies that, you know, like Thai baht and Taiwanese dollars and stuff like that. So I kind of expected that that was going to be the answer. So I said, okay, fine, but can I maybe like order the money? You can have it like sent to the bank or something, you know, and I can come back and pick it up. I just figured, like, of all the Shinhan banks, of the hundreds of Shinhan banks probably in Korea, maybe I'm exaggerating, there has to be some sort of way to order currency, like foreign currency, like you're an international bank. She just says no. Like, well, she didn't understand me. She just is shaking her head, and we don't have it, we don't have it, we don't have this money in Korean. So I pulled up Google Translate and I typed in like, can I order this money and pick it up a later date, you know? And she looks at it and she like thinks for a second. She shows it to the other people, and they like look at it, and then they like, she comes back and she just no. Okay, I'm like, can I speak to someone? Can I talk to someone who speaks English? Like, I just wanted to speak. I've been there so many times, and I've always spoken to someone who spoke English. Like, so I just wanted to talk to, and I said, can I speak to someone who speaks English? And she goes and talks to the other people, and she says something and points at me, and they look at me, and they're all just shaking their head like they don't want to talk to me. And then they start laughing, and it's just, you guys, like, I felt really hurt. Like, it really hurt my feelings. I felt unwanted, and I felt shunned, and it was really like just I felt this like emotional stab. Like, I got that knot in my throat, and I just felt like this horrible burden. And so finally I just said fine, and you know, like, she was really not, it was just like, it's just a heart, like, it's not a big deal. We can find another way to get the currency or work around it. But I just felt like the way I was treated bothered me. And it's not the first time stuff like that has happened. Like, we live in a foreign country where we don't speak the language. These things kind of happen, but sometimes you just expect to be treated a little better than that, I guess. Anyways, so that was a fail. I didn't get any currencies, and we'll figure out another way to do that. And yeah. Good morning. So I decided last night I don't give up on things so easily. So I'm going to, today, I'm gonna go into Seoul to go to a different Shinhan bank. So my strategy is, my thought process is that like in Seoul, like they have to, one, have tellers that speak English, you know, and two, are probably more likely to either have the currency on hand that I need or have suggestions for how to get it. Because I forgot to say this yesterday when I was complaining about like the whole like process and whatever, is that like someone at my work who also banks with Shinhan, they're Korean, so it's a little easier for them, but like they order their currency and they pick it up at the airport. Like, so there's possibilities, like there's ways to get foreign currency even if they don't have it at the bank. So I just felt like by going there they should have like offered some suggestions, or I should have gotten some information about that, but like they were just, okay, let's not get into it. But anyway, so the point is, I feel like if I go into the city, if I go to like one of the branches there, I will have better luck. So fingers crossed, and let's see how this goes.